Hey, aloha everybody, and welcome to Beachwalks with Rocks. You can find us at beachwalks.tv, and today is show number, I think, 181. What's the rumor?
Well, the rumor's going around they might end up going towards Waimanalo. So we're just going to have to wait and see when the meeting gets started.
So I haven't looked at the conditions yet. I take it they're big and rough and windy. Is that it?
That's what it looks out by the island outside there. The waves are banging up high, so we'll see what happens.
Alrighty. Well, you're steering, Gail. What do you think about big waves?
Well, I think it would have been challenging, which would have been a good experience for everybody. But, you know, safety first always. So if it is to be that we have to go to Waimanalo and change the course, it's okay.
Once you start the race, proceed clockwise around bird. Counterclockwise. That's a good mumble. Counterclockwise around bird. Come back around flat. If you see the buoy right out here, the finish line between the buoy and this tree. That'll be considered the finish line.
Heavenly Father, creator of heaven and earth, of the land and the sea, of the moon and the sun, and of the wind that's blowing so intensely right now, and the waves. Be with us, guide the women as they go around Mokulea, guide the men as they paddle until they get to Kahanamoku Beach. And when we return to our homes, please be with us. Mahalo ke akua. Amen.
3 minutes to start, folks. 3 minutes.
I'm going to explain Le Mans start. It's very interesting. The men hold a rope for the women. The women stand behind the rope. When the rope drops, and sometimes there's a gun that goes off, but not always. When the men drop the rope, the women take off charging to their boats. There's several different ways you can do it. You usually have two of the paddlers holding the canoe so that it doesn't wave around, and move in the water. Some people have their boats completely in the water. Some people have half of their boat in the water, half in the sand. What they do with that is they sort of gives them a little running start. So it just depends on how comfortable they feel and what their strategy is for the day. And then we take off, and that's when the race starts.
What a day it's turning out to be. I'm here at the Duke Kahanamoku Outrigger Canoe Race here at Kailua Beach Park. And the start, we just had the start in pouring down solid rain. And of course the sun is out now and it's a beautiful day. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about Duke Kahanamoku. He's one of the most beloved historical figures of Hawaii. He is the father of modern surfing and won several Olympic gold medals in swimming. Interesting story about that. He entered an amateur swimming race and his time in the 100-meter freestyle was 5 seconds faster than the existing world record at that time. No one believed that he swam that fast, and it took actually several years before he was acknowledged for that incredible feat of his. But anyway, he was a famous waterman and one of the most well-known ambassadors of aloha as he traveled the world and told people about the wonderful water sports of Hawaii and the spirit of aloha. So let's enjoy the day at the races and come along with me. Is this one of the most exciting starts?
Certainly the most weather inclement. I don't think we've had a frontal system just come rolling through. The trees were sideways, and you couldn't even see the turn point. The bird. I mean, it was completely occluded by clouds and rain, and but I don't think that daunted the paddlers at all. They were ready to go. I've never seen actually a more exuberant start. Maybe it was just trying to get out of the wind and get into the canoe and start doing something. So
I think that's about 90% of it. They were getting cold and wet and they wanted to get going. I don't blame them.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, making their way to the finish line. Nice round of applause. They can hear you from shore here. Make some noise. The Waikiki Beach Boys taking first place unofficially. Beach Boys, congratulations. Higher need of escort services, please check in with us. Mahalo.
The race was wet today. We were doing really good going out there. I have all novice women with me. Basically, they've never raced this race before. So it was a really tough race, but when we came around Bird, over we went. So those are learning experiences that these girls are gonna have to figure out as time goes by and you paddle long and longer. But we're home, safe, 2 Hulis, we're home. And we're done, and we're happy to be on shore, and I'm happy to paddle with those ladies anyway. We did a good job.
Mahalo for joining us today here at Beachwalks with Rocks. It's been a very exciting day at the races. A lot of wind, a lot of rain, a lot of sunshine. A few Hulis here and there, but you know what? They just happened to help us find out who we really are. If you'd like to Skype us, you can Skype Roxanne Darling. If you'd like to call, the number is 949-544-1456. Aloha. So I'm here with Fred Hemmings, famed waterman and Lanikai resident and local congressman. I wanted to ask you, is there a maximum age for this race?
Actually, what the great thing about canoe paddling is there's no maximum age nor minimum. It's a lifetime sport, and I started when I'm 10 years old, and I'm 60 now, and still trying to paddle.
Excellent, excellent. And the 24 miles, looks like you guys have a nice rough course for you today.
Yeah, that's part of the excitement, and when you get in the rough ocean, especially off Makapu, it adds a little bit of excitement to the race, but that's what it's all about.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.